Hey, it's a Wolf, and today we're going to build this simple and efficient expandable pumpkin and melon farm for Minecraft Bedrock Edition. Here's everything you need for one module of the farm. Start by placing down a double chest, then leave a 3-block gap and place down another double chest. Come to the back of each chest and put down a line of 9 hoppers. And do that twice, and do the same for the other double chest. So you have something like this. Using temporary blocks, go up by 3, then jump down, take out your pistons, and you want to go along like this for all 9 so that it lines up, so you've got a piston above every hopper. Break this, come around to the other side, and we do the same thing. So we have pistons above every single hopper. We'll do the same thing here. Come to the middle of the farm, and then we're going to count along these hoppers 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on the 5th one put down a block. Temporary block, solid block, or whatever, doesn't really matter. Put our jack-o'-lanterns on either side. These can be any light blocks. We just want to get some light in here so that it works. Put some dirt on either side, like so. And then we're going to put our water bucket in there. Fill in the rest of this with the dirt. And then while we're here, we want to put solid blocks here. These solid blocks can be anything other than a dirt variant because we are going to be growing the pumpkins and melons here and we don't want them growing on this center block. So repeat the same thing on the other side. Now over top of all of these hoppers, we're going to put mud. Just like that. And then another row of dirt on the outside. Swing to the other side, put some mud down on top of all the hoppers here. The reason this works is because mud is not a full block, so when the pistons push down the melons and pumpkins through here, it gets pushed straight into the hopper. Pretty cool. Now, making sure that this has water in, because otherwise it's going to be parched again. We want to use our hoe. Can be netherite hoe, can be a diamond hoe, can even be a stone hoe. And then we'll come around here and use it on all these. And on the ones on the outside too. Time to decide what you want to plant. Let's put pumpkins on this one, and on this one. And then let's put melons on this one. Now, these are all going to grow up. There's no rush. Nothing's going to happen until we're ready to go. So let's pillar up from here. And then looking at these plants, we're going to place our observer so it is facing down. We're going to do this for all of the plants. The way this works is that when the observer sees that the melon or pumpkin stem changes, which signifies that it has grown, then it's going to fire off a pulse, which we are then going to use to push the pistons and break the melon or pumpkin and collect it. So we have all these. I like to put a block there with a lever on, just so that I can turn this off at any time. Now we take our redstone dust and we're going to put it on all of these observers and all of these pistons right the way around. That's why you need so much. So because of this here, that's what's activating it right now. So all the pistons are down, which means that no pumpkins or melons are going to grow on top of here. But that's okay for right now because these aren't going to grow anything until the stems mature. And if we speed up the game, you'll see the stems are going to grow, and every time they grow, it's going to fire off the pistons, and see nothing, no pumpkins or anything are actually growing. So let's push that down. These are going to grow up until they get to this color. This is what you're looking for. So now these ones are capable of growing. Let's slow it down because it's getting a bit crazy. So we'll turn that on until they're all grown up. Now let's watch it in action. So these all grow and then get harvested and they get brought into these chests. Now, if you really want to maximize your rates, so these are based on random ticks, which generate based on chunk and sub-chunk. What does that mean? If we turn on the chunks from the Mad Hatter pack, we can see that the chunk line goes through here. So each chunk is going to get a certain number of random ticks every so often. So if you split this out over chunks, then you're going to get more random ticks for the same amount of farm space. You don't want to have chunk lines going in between the pistons and the observers, just because if you unload the area, it can cause some minor issues. And then if you're going to build it vertically, you're better to go, so we've got different sub-chunks here. Each of the Y coordinates is divided into lines of 16. So we go up, and it's another sub-chunk. Might be able to see this one better. So this is a sub-chunk. And this is another sub-chunk. So it's 16 cube. Each sub-chunk gets its own random ticks as well. So if you just want to build 2 of these, for example, then I would build one in this sub-chunk, and then I would build another one in this sub-chunk, and build it across these 2 borders. But that's only if you're space constrained and you want to maximize the space that you are using. Otherwise, just expand this out. And if you want to expand it out, literally just build this again over this side here and point the hoppers into these hoppers here so that it all feeds into these chests on this side. And you can build it again on this side and that side and then above and below and all that kind of stuff. So many pumpkins and melons. What are you going to do with them all?